I think the most important thing is to actively engage with your tenants, your customers, to understand what their service needs are and what the cost levels are appropriate in regard to those service levels. I think that's the most important thing. For tenants, likewise, I think tenants must understand that these services are an essential part of their business. They must show an interest in them, and they must therefore engage with the landlord and managing agent to understand the level of service and the costs that they're actually currently incurring. I think the most important thing is to understand the level of service that you need to help your business deliver what you're trying to do. I think from that, then it's important to understand what is the appropriate level of cost. It's not simply low cost, it's actually the most effective delivery of that service at the most effective cost. And to do that, you need to clearly and better understand through engagement with your managing agent that which is delivered on the ground. I think it's important to understand the contracts that have been entered into, the service contracts, their nature, what you're trying to achieve through all this. For example, in terms of security, what level of security manning do you need? That's just a simple example. The important thing in all this is to engage and understand as you would with your own budget, because this is very much part of your own costs and expenditures. Well, the important point about the lease is contained within the lease are the landlord's obligations to provide services, and within that is then also the landlord's ability to recover the costs. How that's administered is also set out in the lease, so it's tremendously important to read the lease before discussing and engaging with your landlord and managing agent on these issues. I think one of the important things that has been learned from the residential market is that whilst overriding legislation can help in terms of applying the required standards of performance, that alone doesn't help the most important issue, which is the engagement, the active engagement between landlord, tenants and managing agents and all the key stakeholders in this particular field.